Giddy up, guys. It is Cowboy. It is 6:51 a.m. West Coast, Best Coast. The daily roundup. God, baseball. I don't even need to talk about baseball anymore. What are we talking about, man? What are we talking about? Baseball, dude, just, oh my Lord, it is so freaking painful to watch sometimes. And the level of variance. The only way to bet baseball, you have to be a volume bettor to accurately bet baseball. It's so hard to cherry pick games. So hard. I mean, the second half of the slate, we nailed that under. We nailed the we nailed the under. We nailed the Padres look. We nailed the Rangers look. We nailed the Oakland Athletics look. It's like, okay, if I would have bet everything, I would have stood a fighting chance instead of nitpick my positions and just get my head kicked in. So, yeah, that's it for me, guys. That's it for me. We'll cap it. Let's cap it. Let's cap it first, because we got a lot of football tonight. We got three college games. 4 college games. 3 college games and 1 NFL game. So, and then we got women's international basketball takes place overnight. The lines aren't populated yet, but we'll look at the schedule. I think I can kind of give us a general idea as to where those lines will fall and what we should be looking at and who's good, who's not. I was up to I'm tired, man. I was up late last night researching this stuff. I'm super stoked about it, man. There's a lot of money to be made. Bovada caps you though at you can only win like $250 on that stuff. So kind of sucks because it's really good spots. On the same token though, a half a unit on international women's basketball isn't like the worst thing for the soul. It is what it is. Let's get after it. Let's see what we can find today. Let's find ourselves some hidden gems. Oh God, it's that one fucking guy on that's that one guy on Twitter that Lights always brings around. No, I don't need baseball. Yeah. What are we doing here? Where is it at? Do I just have to do? Okay. MLB RotoWire. There we go. Small card today. I mean, there's only 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 games. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 games. Okay, never mind. There's a full slate today. We're hammering through it, guys. We're gonna absolutely hammer through it. First game up today is Martin Perez and Michael Lorenzen. Michael Lorenzen's actually not as bad as advertised, so it's not an auto buy on Perez. Perez has been as good as it gets for pitchers. Most of his success comes on the road. We know that there's that trend that we've been riding all year, and it's funny because he actually has pretty similar numbers home and away. So it's not really his doing. It's just the team's, whatever reason, it's the team's psychology as to why they're covering every game on the road. They're now, I believe they have covered every run line on the road, which, is still a good trend, but sometimes that's minus 170, sometimes it's 180. I'm not going to look at you and go, wow, it's smart to bet. It's smart to bet that on a Rangers scenario. It's really not. We can look at what he's done I guess we should look and see what he's done in division at home. Kind of justify. I'm leaning Rangers entirely. The Rangers aren't as bad as the record indicates. I feel like they've been somewhat competitive all season, and they've had some decent wins. Last time out at Tampa, he got the win. Toronto at home, the win. At Houston, lost on a 1-earned run. That stings, man. We were on that too. Houston at home, he got ran out of the gym. So there's one division, home division. That was his only bad performance. Seattle 1 run. Minnesota 6 runs. Seattle 2 runs. Houston 1 run. Angels 3 runs. He follows up strong home performance. He follows up weak home performances with strong ones. And he doesn't necessarily alternate. Seems like he's 1 out of 3. He should be fine. Michael Lorenzen, though, let's take a look at him. What's the price? Minus 140. Yeah, that's a pretty stock line. That's not tricking you. It's just like, here, you got to pay a little bit of juice if you want to bet on 2 bad teams. And nobody's worse than the Angels right now. Mike Trout's only made the playoffs once in his career. Poor bastard. Get him out of LA. Get him out. He's got to go. Michael Lorenzen, on the other hand, oh boy. At Houston, 1 run. That's not bad. At Houston, 8 runs. At Seattle, 7 runs. At Oakland, 1 run. A good outing there. It's Oakland. I mean, how much do you want to stock? Do you want to throw in Oakland? At Houston, 4 runs. So he does get hit enough on the road. Division in general. Let's see him at road in general real quick. Away, he has just been atrocious this season. Wow. I didn't know his splits were that big a difference. 2 and 4. He's not striking anybody on the road. And he's walking a whole nother. Wow. He's allowing half a run, home run more. He's walking 1 more runner. He's only striking out. He's striking out 2.3 less. You've seen it. I mean, he's had a decent performance here and there. Division in general, 3, 1, 7, 2, 7. That's a pretty, I mean, guys, that's a pretty, his last 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, his last 5 starts were against playoff teams. 5, 6, 7. I don't know if Toronto's making it or not. Right there. 8. His last 8 starts have all been against playoff teams. And he's 2 and 4. Went over the Mets. Pretty solid. And went over Seattle last outing. He isn't a candidate. You know what though? He still is a candidate for implosion, guys. 1.33 whip, 4.7. How many hits did he give here? He gave up 6 base runners, 7 base runners, only 1 run. Yeah, he's due to kind of get hit around a little bit too, guys. 10 and 7. I mean, that's pretty parallel. 8 and 2. 10 and 7. 7 and 1. Yeah, he's a candidate for regression. I think it's all signs forward on these guys here on Texas. Do you want to get cute on it? Do you need to get like the 1.5? Do we need to go anywhere like that? I don't think so. I mean, you're more than welcome to be invited to that. Team total over. Oh, you want to go over 4 on the strength of that? The over is getting juice. Martin Perez has had times where he's gotten hit a little bit. You want to look at F5 team total over. If it's 1.5, I think that's pretty good. I mean, 1.5 minus 160. You can take this. Team total runs in general. We could take the over 4 runs. I like that, actually. That's a pretty solid play. Rangers over 4 runs. It seems like Martin Perez gets some pretty decent run support, too, at times. I mean, that's how he's covered a lot of these games. So I would look at that. I would look at over 4. I think worst case scenario, you're getting your push out of there. Pretty comfortable on that. Yeah, I still think the money line is the best way to go. Rangers should pull it off. F5 money line, if you want to be inclined, if you're so inclined. Or you could take the F5 spread as well. All three are decent looks. They're like all like B setups, like right there. Like, oh, he had this up the whole time. Oh, well, whatever, you're done now. Josh Winder, Jonathan Heasley, anti-sweep narrative in effect. Heasley's not bad though at times. Anti-sweep narrative in effect for Minnesota. So that's a pretty easy thing to bank on. We don't have to cap it that hard. Minnesota is, oh boy, they are not good right now. They're atrocious. I mean, they're falling in the play. They're out of the playoffs pretty much. They're boy, they got problems. It's too bad too. They were they were decent looking halfway through the season, you know. They were actually halfway decent, and I said, "Oh, okay, this team's not bad." Yeah, it's anti-sweep narrative, guys. Day games though. Remember these day games? We talk about these day games. These day games are weird. Shit happens. I don't know why. It just does. Go ahead. It's a buy for me there, and they're the superior team as well. So you kind of like you wait for these positions. These are positions that you wait for that you really want to get into. You take the guesswork out. It's a long-term winning position. You know, too many people are too short-sighted and they want to win now. And they see, you know, I lost 4 picks in a row. People are like, oh my God, now he's lost 4 picks in a row. Okay, 5 picks actually. And it's still long-term winning positions. In the course of 20 years, you're not gonna worry about that. And even in the course of 2 weeks, 3 weeks, 4 weeks, you know, we're gonna lose 5 games in a row during basketball season, guys. It's gonna happen. but then we're also going to win 5 in a row or 6 in a row or 7 or 8. It's just the way it is. When we have more volume, it won't be as noticeable, just like a speed bump. It's like a little turbulence on a flight. Yeah, big turbulence. You can kind of scare you shit, but you're gonna get to the fucking. You're gonna end up landing safely. You'll be fine. San Francisco, Colorado. I didn't know that was a. Well, fuck me. There we go. I didn't know it was a 4-game series. I guess I lied. So yes, Rockies are on a true anti-sweep narrative, and it's a 4-game, so it holds up at an even higher level of success. So you could take that guesswork out of that as well. How about that under yesterday? Smooth call on that under, man. Vegas goes low. We go lower. True 4-game anti-sweep narrative in effect. This is and you're getting plus money. We'll look at Aria. You know what? Oh, you're getting even. Yeah, this is a fantastic look. Over skyrocketed back up. Uria's not bad though. Like his last outing was pretty good if memory recalls me correctly. Here we go. Come on. Loading pitching your game log. Are you not gonna work now? Am I gonna run out of websites to do research on? Yeah, at the Cubs won 6 innings, 1. Arizona one out. Texas 9. Oh no, oh no, what happened here, buddy? Jesus Christ. San Francisco 3 runs, Arizona 4 runs. Listen, game of variance right here, guys. It's like that's just a big game of variance. Oh my God, that poor bastard. I didn't know that when there was something. That's dope. I've never done that before. I've just done it in my head. Wow. So guys, on something, dude, positive vibes all the way around. That fucking just wiggles my dick a little bit there. So I can click. It's got to be consecutive games though. Okay. I was like, oh, let's hit the shift button. Oh, damn it, dude. I was like, if I hit the shift button and this shit lights up. Oh, that would have been so fucking sick. That would have been so fucking sick if you could do that division. See, I just kind of out of my head, so that's cool though. So we can say in August, there's since whatever day we can cherry pick our stats a little better, kind of get a little more specific. Oh boy, Dodgers really gave it to him that day too. He gets jumped on, guys, but then when he gets jumped on, he has a lot of regression, positive regression. And the over's juiced again. I mean, he's had some really good moments at home. Look at this, guys. I mean, 0-2, 0-2. 7, 1 shit game, 4-3, 1. He's had 2 really bad games. You take those out. 1, 3, 4, 7. He's at 8 runs. 8. I'm not going to count the Dodgers on anything because the Dodgers are just fucking machines. There's an 8, 10, 12 earned runs over 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 games. I mean, that is as good as it gets, guys. 12 earned runs over 7 games. That's as good as it gets. Terrible outing here. Yeah, whatever. It happens, guys. I mean, it is what it is. He wasn't even a candidate for regression either with the ERA. That's crazy. When things go bad, they go bad. 60 pitches through oh my God, buddy. Fuck. I think you're safe on buying the Rockies today. They got this. They're doing a bullpen start. San Francisco, and guys, it is a like I said once again, it is a long-term winning position that you're buying. Period. That's it. Long-term winning position that you're buying. Period. Detroit, he's all relief work. It's so fucking hard for him. He started any games. He has not started one game. Who's the actual starter? I guess John Bariba. John Bariba. Cotton reported to Yeah. Okay. Seattle, George Kirby, road F5. Guys, we've kind of hit this series like on the head. I mean, we've done really well in this series. One half inning of baseball really screwed that first game, and then we caught 2+ odds in the second game. Really good looks. Guesswork done. George Kirby, F5 run line, division. Boom. 145. I know. It's not the sexiest of looks. And I'm sorry, guys. I can't populate the odds every time. And Vegas is onto it. There you go. Take the -1. Okay? Take the -1. You get out with the press if they're up 1. If so, that's okay. Either way, they'll be up 1. That's not the question. Will they be up 2 or 3? I don't know. I know they'll be up 1, though, because George Kirby on the road, division spots, is absolutely insane. This is some of the best splits in baseball we're talking here. And not only is he's getting run support with it, and they're winning games with him on this position as well. At Angels of Anaheim, 2 innings over 6. If we click on that, he did lose that game, and they did not cover the F5. That's one time. Wow, that just happened last time. It's not George Kirby. It's Logan Gilbert. I'm sorry. It's not George Kirby. Holy cow, I'm glad I caught myself. You're right. Sorry, guys. It's Logan Gilbert, not George Kirby. Woo-hoo-hoo. Man, okay. I'm glad I caught that. I get them mixed up. One's got long hair, one's got short hair. I know, but goddamn. Could your names be any more fucking similar? Yes, George Kirby and Logan Gilbert. Same fucking name. Whitest fucking names in history. Hi, I'm George Kirby. I sell car insurance. Oh, hey, I'm Logan Gilbert, and I sell cars. Yeah, we know. Still is a great pitcher, though, guys. Division. 2 earned runs, not bad. 3 earned runs, not bad. 2 earned runs, not bad. It's not as good as his counterpart, Logan Gilbert. 1 earned run, 2 earned run, 0 earned runs, 2 earned runs, 4 earned runs versus Oakland. His first, whatever. He had 1 bad game. He's had 1, 2, 3 bad games all year, guys. I mean, he's pretty fucking good. 1.12 with the 2.98 ERA. Is he looking better on the road or home? He actually looks a little bit better away. Not as many strikeouts. Walking a little bit more. You could see some 5-2. He finds a way to win the game. How do we get home on Seattle? They probably win by margin today, to be honest. And it's no, it is not anti-sweep, is it? They won the game 1. Make sure here. No, they lost game 1 too, as well. Anti-sweep too. You can take Seattle with confidence. A lot of good positions today. A lot of long-term winning positions, guys. Which is where we want to be. You know, when you can take the guesswork out of betting and you can place your bets and with confidence, knowing that you're going to win over the course of a long time. That's a good spot to be in. Do you want to take that or money line? I mean, listen, guys, I'm not going to tell somebody to take a -230. It's just not. It can't. That's just, that'll be $99.95. How about that one guy, that parlay P or whatever that somebody's telling us in chat, said he advised it. And I go, dude, like Oakland, that is not a winning spot for like Oakland's best fucking split. Is that? We should probably pull up Spodevs on. Well, we don't need Spodevs on this one. We got 3 anti-sweeps and then a buy pitcher in Perez. So the first 3 games are pretty chalky, which is fine. I like it when it's easy. I really do. It's not a bad thing. Thank you for logging in. I do like it when it's easy. It's kind of nice. So let's see if there's. Give me the 22nd here. I just love this. This part here just is after wins, after losses, 10-9, 6-9, over under. Oh, over for sure. Biggest over split for them right now. You can look at over 7. I think he's going to get some run support today. He might get touched up a little too. Mariners do hit 7s. Mariners are very strong on 7s. Money line. If you're a parlay guy, go ahead. I don't know about the 1.5. I really don't. Seven's a very low number. I mean, the Mariners very well probably will win this thing. Like they probably win this game like 6-2, 7-1, 8-2, something like that. They probably win it by margin. Those bats are too good to keep that cold for that long. And you see that they hit the over in this position. So let's see if there's any like big data that jumps out. 24-10. Right hand when they got more strikeouts than their hits. Yeah, okay, whatever. 2-17 in the last 19 games in a row, following a loss when their opponent got more strikeouts. Mariners are 1-6 in the last 7 games following a loss, and they did not score until the 6th inning. Sweeped crisis. Well, the reverse side. 6-0. 10-0 in the last 10 games versus right hand when they recorded 3.5. The double play one. Hit 6. This is a pretty interesting. Mariners are 13-1 in their last 14 games versus right-handers when following a loss when they hit 6 or less time. That shows like this is okay, guys. So this is actually a pretty decent piece of data. So like it's a pretty specific spot, but it shows you and it tells you like okay, when they're not hitting the ball, then they will bounce back against righties. Plain and simple. That's just what happens. They will bounce back against righties. So I like that. Like that is a piece of data that you can actually build something off of. Like it's not just one of those. On Tuesday, when the cat took a shit in the litter box, the Mariners are 3-2. Nah, it's actually something that's like decent. You know what I mean? So that's a decent piece of data. 0-7 last 7 on the road started not quality start. 12-1 ran when they fall loss, tied up to 6th inning. Yeah, that kind of correlates. Nah, it's not. 12-2. I like to look for things that are like big in numbers this late in the season too. You get 7-1 in 8 games. That's pretty specific. 8 out of 100 games so far is pretty specific shit. So over the last 14 games, right? Fuck me. Oh, and they were tied up to 6. 11-2. 4 more innings tied. 20-4 in the last right hand when they were tied after the 6th inning. I mean, that's kind of a concrete data too, to an extent. 17-4. Tied at the 6th inning. They really like this. They really like this tied at the 6th inning thing, don't they? 23-7. Last 31 with a right hand road loss when the opponent got more strikeouts than hits. I mean, kinda. Not really. 21-8. Previous 21-8, right-handed, hit more home runs than their opponent. Last game of series, Mariners are 21-8-2 unless they're going to the starter for 6 or more Ks in his previous start. 30-12. Listen, everything's going to say they're going to win today. They're going to win today. Like this is all like pinpointed data, but that one piece of data was pretty strong. This is to the over, right? Yeah, this is all to the over. They should win by margin. I think you could probably get away with the 1.5 today. You can probably get away with the 1.5. You can probably get away with the top line here. Pretty chalky. Cardinals, Padres. Jack Flaherty taking on none other than Joe Musgrove. Musgrove at home, a little bit better as of late. Take off his first, we can do that now. We can take off the first shit games. See what he's done. But he's been a lot better. Hell of a lot better. Here we go. Since August. No, I want to do post All-Star break. Post All-Star break, a 1.25 whip, 4.43 ERA, 2-5, not good. 0-3 home. So he is not executed at all. You might catch the Cardinals in a spot here. Cardinals don't have that division wrapped up all the way. That was a big win by the Brew Crew. His 2 wins have just come as of late, too. But he's not been. I mean, look at these guys. Home, 33 innings pitched. Only 33 strikeouts. I mean, he's pitched double the amount, but 0-3. 1.29, 4.86. Very, very subhuman. It's not necessarily. I got him mixed up with Blake Snell. Yeah, Musgrove was started off hot, and now he kind of faltered. Jack Flaherty, very, very small sample size. Was hurt, came back. He's been fine since he came back. Two division games. Cincinnati, Pittsburgh. Got toughed up a little bit. Division. You should get hit a little bit more in division. In reality, we go off 2021 stats. Home, away, parallel splits. I mean, he was a really good pitcher last year. What it was, he was 9-2 last year. Bad road split here in 2020. I don't know, guys. I mean, they're dogs, and the line got extended out. If you're looking at lines, if you're talking about line narrative, the line got extended out by San Diego. I still think you can get the value on the cards here. I mean, Musgrove, you've seen it. Musgrove has not been pitching well. There's a good look. I think this is a look right here. Cardinals plus 0.5 F5. Musgrove's been pitching poor, guys. I just pulled it up for you. You saw how weak he's been the last post All-Star break. I mean, they're not winning games. They're not winning games. Is the team winning games when he's on the mound either? That's the $1 million question. We can pull it up here. I'm not gonna say it. Nope. Shut your mouth. Don't even say anything about this. They're playing some hot baseball. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And St. Louis is the anti-sweep as well, so you have that going for you. I mean, anti-sweep day, guys. How many teams are going to get swept? History would say that if you bet every one of them, you're going to win. I thought it. I just fucking thought it. I didn't even say it, and I fucking thought it. I was going to say ESPN's been working pretty nice this morning, and then I said, don't say it. I just fucking thought it, man. Oh boy, why do you guys do that shit to me? Why even do that shit to me? They just got to. They just got to do that shit to me. Is the team winning games when he's been in the mound? He's not winning games. The team looks like they're doing just fine. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Who they wins against? Non-playoff, 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 non-playoff. Non-playoff, non-playoff. Playoff. Playoffs. Playoff. Playoff. So, post All-Star break, no play. They have not beat a playoff team with him on the mound. Who have they played in the playoffs? Playoffs. I mean, he hasn't pitched against shit this fucking August. Think about that, guys. We saw how bad his splits were, and he hasn't pitched against shit. Playoffs. He's only beat since he's only pitched against 3 playoff teams, and he gave 8 runs there. He gave 4 runs there. I mean, that June wasn't a bad outing at all. But he was pitching good. He was pitching good back then. 6 runs here. Guys, I don't think you want to buy Musgrove at all in any way, shape, or form. Cardinals is a dog today. They do not beat playoff teams. He hasn't pitched against good teams. Plain and simple, he's beaten up on shitheads. This is similar to when we bought that Mets position earlier. So listen, we can take the Cardinals, I think, today pretty confidently. I'm cool with it. Cardinals. Yeah. I'm comfortable with that. F5.5, definitely a look too. He's getting touched up a little bit. You should get no worse than a tie. Flaherty should hold his own. In respect, let's see what Flaherty's doing on his side. Fuck you, ESPN, dude. We had a beautiful thing going, ESPN. We really did. And then I had to think about it, and you screwed it all up. Yeah, who's Flaherty pitching against, I guess. It's funny, guys. I don't mind capping baseball. Like, I really don't, because there's so much data and stats to, get into. I don't mind it. I just hate the level of variance in it. It's just like, how could you, if we took every bet, like I said once again, if we took every play that I posted in TDR notes last night, or that I talked about here, you would have ended up just fine. Teams 3-3 with Flaherty on the mound. 36 away. They obviously, Padres obviously play better at home. 7-4 after a loss. They're pretty strong in game 3s. They're also strong in game 2s, though. The Padres hit in game 3s, though. He's not a lefty, so thank God Don J don't have to worry. We don't have to worry about that, right, Don J? He's not a lefty. Is there any pinpoint data, like concrete? 19-4, 20 games fallen loss, there's another players score multi hits. Now that's something that's pretty decent as well, because those guys hit multi hits a lot. So that's another thing that kind of shows that they do bounce back to an extent. $19-4, yeah. I like that piece. 20-5. When these 3 less pitchers. 27-7. 3 less pitchers. So they're able to get to the bullpen. 25-9. 3 less pitchers. I mean, you can see that when they preserve their bullpen, they're pretty strong as well. When they hit 6 or less times. Yeah, this is pretty strong stuff, guys. Like the hitting thing is real for them. They don't fuck around. 41-16 when their starter. Whoa, okay, I like that. When the starter allowed 4 more runs. I like that a lot. That is some good shit. See, I gotta learn how to do all this shit right here. This is how I gotta learn, guys. I gotta learn how to type all this shit in. Team equals Cardinals, and I want to learn how to do it. I'm gonna take a crash course on it because, dude, we can get some real specific spots. I'll do it before next baseball season. I don't need for basketball. We can read lines in basketball. We don't need that. We have a different way of capping basketball. But for baseball, if I can get on that level, and hopefully by that time we've made our specific. And I know I said, oh, I'm gonna fucking up it. I'm gonna cap baseball for the rest of my life, guys. It is fascinating. Is what it is. It's absolutely fascinating. As a kid, I used to read like box scores. I used to sit and just fucking read box scores in the paper, and I'd memorize them. And then I'd go to like my dad and anyone who'd listen to me and be like, "Hey, did you know that last night Patrick Ewing was 7 for 9 from the free throw line, and he hasn't shot 7 for 9 since 1996?" And people are like, "Oh, really? He's only and it's stupid shit like that." I just remember. So it is absolutely fascinating to me, and the fact that we have all this information at our hands, and all we do is look at fucking cat pictures. Just it's crazy. So, yeah, this is a pretty strong case for the Cardinals, dude. It's Cardinals and nothing here, guys. You're gonna be fine. That F5 is a very solid fucking look, and I'm gonna go Cardinals money line as well. It's the right spot to buy. It is the right spot to buy. Chicago and Pittsburgh. Mitch Keller is on the mound. Cubs came back. That Cubs game went the opposite way we capped it. We expected them to do well F5. They lost F5, bottom of the 5th, and they came back and won it overall, knocking off another huge trend. Just shows you the level of variance in which baseball occurs. It was a pass for me. I didn't get nothing on it. I didn't advise anybody to do anything on it. So no bloodshed. But that was a funky game that had a lot of funky stuff going on. Let's see if Mitch Keller's Mitch Keller. Like, he's not gonna fool me. He gets hit a lot. He's been better as of late. If memory recalls correctly, like, he hasn't been absolute trash. Yeah, look at this, guys. He's actually been halfway fucking decent. Like, if we're being honest. Since August. Or not. How did it now? I guess that's how bad Mitch Keller is traditionally. They just don't want to let you know. Did I fuck something up? No, I did not. I wasn't down for enough. Since August, a 1.36 whip, 3.21 ERA, home 1.55, 2.89. Guys, that's concerning though. He is a candidate for regression. Holy shit, that whip is out of control. Remember what I said about the guy from Kansas City? How I watched him. He's leaving too many people on base. It's not sustainable. This is a scenario that we're talking about. This is not sustainable. Mitch Keller is not sustaining a 1.55 whip with a 2.89 ERA. It's just not happening. It looks like he's only pitched 3 games. Are the Cubs the one to expose him? I mean, we're running out of time. He might get away with it. He might be able to pull it off for the rest of the season. There's a chance. But since August, that whip at home is just Boston, Atlanta, beats. Wait a minute. How the fuck is he pulling that at home? He's ran out. I guess there's only 6 earned runs. 6 earned runs, and yeah, I guess that's great. Yeah. I mean, that's some good shit. 10 base on balls at home. The fucker's a walking machine, isn't he? 19 hits. 29 base runners. That's more than 18 innings of work than on the road. See, this is a more sustainable, this is a sustainable ratio. This is not. Cubs, we do have the Pirates on a road to home. It is division. How far do we want to go into this, guys? Like, how much are we looking to bet on a night where there's 3 football games, 4 football games? How much do we really want to bet on this game? You guys tell me. Are we really looking to bet on a Pittsburgh game? I don't know, but we're gonna do our due diligence. Are we really doing this right now? Are we really? It's like. Are we really doing this right now? Are we really gonna do this right now? Yeah. Okay. Are we really diving into a Pittsburgh and Chicago series? Are we really doing this right now? You do have Chicago on a W2. Chicago won 3 out of 4 at Pittsburgh. They did avoid the anti-sweep. It was a 4-game series. It looks like that Pittsburgh kind of runs them rickshaw home. 16 and 14. They've won 4 of 5. Last game. Who's favored here? The Pirates is the even money fade. We haven't even got this Hayden Winsky kid. We don't even know shit about him. We don't even know what the hell's going on with this kid. So you're telling me Pittsburgh? There's nothing here, guys. I mean, Jesus Christ, 2 shitty teams. We're capping 2 shitty teams so far this season. Pittsburgh is 4-2 at home against the Cubs. Correct. What's Mitch Keller done? Mitch Keller is 1-1 there. Mitch Keller has not pitched at home against him. September 28th and April 10th. September 28th, April 10th. September 28th, April 10th. September 28th, Pittsburgh won. And April 10th, Pittsburgh won. He is 3. I think you can buy Mitch Keller. I know it's not sustainable. I know. Maybe we buy the over. That's a sneaky over under too, man. 2 bad teams hitting the baseball. They want you to think this is going to be. I mean, look at this, though. 8-7, 5-14. That's over, under, over. 1, 2. And I don't know what those lines are set at, but we can go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. They've gone over that 7.5, 5 games in a row at Pittsburgh. Every game this season except one, except the first game of the season, April 12th, when it was fucking cold as balls out. I think you can go over there. Mitch Keller, it's not sustainable, guys. It is not a sustainable ratio. Hayden Winkinski or whatever his name is. Dude, young pitcher. I mean, whip 1.723 ERA, 24. Looks sharp in his first start. Whatever. I mean, how was he in the minors? 1.15, 3.51, 1.24, 5.66. You can't really go to bed with his data. He's pitched against 3 fucking terrible batting teams. He's at his first road start. I can't get you. Let's just look at the over. Let's look at the over. All right. Look at the over. There's not a way to bet on either side. I'm sorry. You see Pittsburgh with success. They are on a road to home. Mitch Keller is posting a unsustainable whip to ERA ratio. So there's that. All right, guys, 20-second break, and then I'll be right. 40-minute mark. We gotta hurry the fuck up. Jesus Christ! Now I gotta bust through this. Oh, no break necessary. Woodruff and Hunter Green. Cincinnati plays Milwaukee strong. Milwaukee's fighting the playoffs. Milwaukee, it is a short line. Hunter Green, I like Hunter Green. I think he's making his first start in how long? He was hurt a little bit. September 17th at St. Louis. He came out and threw 11 Ks, 0 earned runs. Prior to that, August 1st. I mean, he got beat up early in the season. He really did. And he settled in quite nicely. And it was against good teams. Mets, Dodgers, Milwaukee. At Milwaukee. Last time at Milwaukee, he got there. What's he doing at home? I mean, he's getting beat up everywhere. I don't know. Are we going to buy him right now? Coach Steve should have player props on this fucking guy, because I bet you they're still pretty fucking cheap. I'm not even a player prop guy, and I know this guy's going to get fucking 15 people today. Yeah, I can get a plus odds too. Fuck yeah, dude. What are we talking about? Do a same game parlay, 6 each. That's probably get you even money. All right. It is what it is. I'm just going to keep pointing you in the winner's direction here. I know it's kind of lazy, but he gets hit too much. Although I will say this over-under is suspiciously low. Woodruff Road. Hunter Green will be a good pitch in MLB. Trust me, guys. He's going to be just fine. It's probably not going to be on the Reds, which is unfortunate because the Reds actually have, between Lodolo, Green, they've got 2 really good young arms that if you could somehow keep them together, you would have something that it'd go okay. He's actually a lot worse away. 9.4 Ks, 4-4. I mean, he's way better home than away. Not even in the same conversation. If there's a sell spot, I guess if you're looking for a trap spot, the line is kind of short for a playoff team versus that. -140, -150. It's not that short. It's pretty long, actually. -160 now. Let's stay off this game. This is a good spot to pass, because I could see Hunter Green coming out one of 2 ways. Coming out and throwing heat, keeping this game close, or he could go back to his old ways and getting shelled. All right, I'm going to go upstairs, make sure everybody's on schedule to get on the bus, and then I'll be back down in the last 20 minutes. All right, we golden. Let's finish this thing off strong. Let's finish it strong. Blue Jays, Tampa Bay. You know what, man? I'm with Don J. The fix is in. No, not really. I don't even know how to break that thing down. Scoring 3 runs, giving us a lead, great. Whatever, fantastic. Thank you. That's great. Giving it up, fine. Getting the extra innings, and Segura did make an amazing defensive play. Let's be honest. Let's be realistic. Let's take the rose-colored glasses off. Gene Segura made an amazing, absolutely amazing defensive play. Hats off to him. And so I can't the management's decision to leave that fucking submarine sidearm pitcher in. What are you doing, man? What are you fucking doing? Blue Jays are favored 125 to 105. Do I dare bet on the Blue Jays again? It is a Blue Jays line. Tampa Bay just got swept. Yarborough is the primary pitcher. They're doing it's Jose Berrios Day. Holy shit. Holy shit, guys. What are we even talking about? What are we even talking about? F5 to the fucking moon. To the moon. To the moon. He's actually pitched pretty well lately, hasn't he? Road. 15619. Since July 1st, he's calmed down a little bit. 127,349. He's only had 4 starts on the road. Roughly. I'm just kind of pinpointing it, so it doesn't show me how he starts. He's only had 28 innings on the road. Who's he? At Oakland, okay. At Milwaukee, ran. Chicago, ran. Detroit, not bad. Angels ran. So if you have any kind of fucking bats at all, you're getting all those 3 runs here, 2 runs there. A good Boston team. 1 run against the Yankees. So he's actually had a little strength as of late. Good on him. Good on you, Berrios. Good on you. Still, they give him great run support as well. That's something we don't like to talk about. But we don't mention about. Tampa's lost all confidence. What's this over? 7.5? I don't care, guys. We're backing winning trends. Winning trends. Over 4 is fine. Is it stubborn? No, it's not stubborn. It's you can't just walk off a play because you don't like what the fuck happened with it. You keep grinding the plays in. Berrios overs are synonymous. Tampa Bay will not go that long. They do not go that long without hitting the ball. I'm telling you right now. Philadelphia, emotional win. Max Fried comes to town. Max Fried on the road has not performed well against good teams. You're going to find out here quite quickly why. New series, division series. For those of you who don't know, it's family night in Philadelphia tomorrow when the Braves will be in town. I learned that on last night's broadcast. So if you're in Philadelphia, go watch the family appreciation night. So Philadelphia at home, 2 at Seattle, 2 at Pittsburgh, 1 at Mets, 2. They gave up 4 runs total though. At Philadelphia, 3 at Washington, 3. You guys noticing this trend here? At Washington, 4. This is a sell spot on Max Fried, 2. It really is. That being said, it's Ranger Suarez. I don't mind him, but if you guys have noticed, his division road splits, he gets hit. The team gives up runs. 4 runs given up there. He only gave up 2. And like I said, he had been beaten up on shitheads all year. When we bought that Mets game right there, that F5 Mets game right there, on August 6th, it was for a reason. He was beaten up on shitheads all year. So at Washington, 4, at Milwaukee. Hey guys, he's not a good road pitcher. I mean, let me rephrase that. He's a fine road pitcher. Division road pitcher is not his strength. And Ranger Suarez here. I think we skipped a couple games. We'll get back to him. I think he's better on the road. I know he performs better on the road. The team performs better on the road. Yeah, he also performs better on the road as well. He's not a good home pitcher. Give me the dog or nothing, right? Give me the dog or nothing. Is there anything like worth noteworthy here? Give me the dog or nothing. I can't tell you to bet on the. I mean, that's just stupid. Both teams are in a very, very high winning spot. Both teams are pointing to the over significantly. These are really good over splits right here. Really good, strong. I mean, comparative to everything, it's their only winning over split for both teams. So you might look at the over as well. It's kind of high, 7.5 for Max Fried game. I think we look at the over. It's a buying position on the over split, 15-9, 13-7. Strongest splits for either team, besides the rare 4-game occurrence, which we're not going to throw for that's such a rare occurrence. But it is their only winning split, Philadelphia's, and this is their only. The first game 1 is their only winning splits period. So, if you want to look to buy, and they're not necessarily both over pitchers, but I'm telling you, I'm absolutely telling you guys, he gets hit on the road in division. It is a split that people don't pay attention to. And, I think a lot of you guys have learned to start looking at division in baseball. It's so very important. Familiarity. 13-5 to the over. 6-0 left-hander. 7-0-1, 8, an extra base hit. Wow. Now that is kind of a when they're not hitting the ball. Another situation is Mariners. Come follow through. Yeah, let's go over there. I don't think there's much to think about. It's a strong look. Boston Red Sox, New York Yankees, Jameson Taillon, F5 overs. Keep riding them, guys. They keep paying. There's nothing to think about here. It's a trend. It's a trend that pays off. So once again, we're far enough into the season that we don't have to do a lot of. We don't have to get cute. We can take these trends that have paid us all season and keep paying. Pay up, baby. Pay up. Who's going to win the game? Michael Wacha's been nothing short of spectacular this season. How bad do the Cardinals wish they had him as their fourth arm over Jose Quintana, who's actually regressed significantly. Road 3-2-2-0. That's a strong performance there. 4 3-0 5 1-2. So his road splits pretty good, to be honest. A little worse away. Not as good as home. 6-0 on the road, though. The team is 6-0 on the road. How is the wow. He is personally 6-0 on the road. He has not lost a road game. Now that's something to think about. Is this a spot to buy Boston as well? I mean, we could go into Boston and New York until we're blue in the face. We absolutely could. I don't think I want to buy that scenario that hard, so. Somewhat of a short line. We just take the over 4.5. That's all we got to take. Let's not try to get cute. Let's not try to get anything specific. Let's take the over 4.5. That's it. We're done. We take the over 4.5. That's it. It's a trend. It's been working. I hate betting against Michael Wacha at this point because he's been nothing short of spectacular. But, there's two teams that bat. And Taillon will give his up. Yeah, well, that's all we have to think about. There's not much more to think about. You have to continue trends. And I want to beat that in your guys' heads. You must continue trends. There's no reason not to. Although I will say it is tempting to take the Red Sox. And I might personally sprinkle them just a little bit. I'm gonna put that in the notes though. This is a really good spot to buy Boston, in my opinion. Season openers. How about road season openers for these guys? Anything of noteworthy there? Where the hell is it? 14-11, 20-6. Fuck me. It is Boston's only winning split. They won down here too. But for a team that doesn't win many games, or has not, Jesus Christ, it's a really strong spot for the Yankees, though. That is an extremely strong spot, and it's at home. Yeah, we better just stick to that F5 over. Yeah, we can't get on that other side. Over spot for the Yanks too. For a team that goes under a lot, biggest over spot. Their biggest over spot. They come out and mash. So Michael Walker's probably gonna get hit up a little bit tonight. Expect it. Expect the unexpected. Next. Yep, wrong one. What do we got? What do we got next? Moving on down, cruising on down. Houston Astros, Baltimore Orioles, Verlander's on the mound. Dude, Astros are just Astros. They don't need to play anymore. They know they're done, right? They've clinched. So I don't necessarily want to say that Bradishing bad though. Jesus Christ, that's a tough roll, huh? I mean, I'm not. You know what, guys? I don't really have okay. When these teams stop playing and they don't need to play, and yet they're still winning games, how do I get you to a position on them? I mean, Verlander's just fucking incredible this season. 17-3, 1-7. They win every fucking game he starts. Like, I can't talk you off him. It's minus 190. Home, away, it really doesn't make a difference, guys. If anything, he's going to pitch better. He's going to pitch better at home next time because his whip's a little higher than that. So, I mean, what do you guys want? What do you guys want? How do I get you on a position here? I don't know. There's really not much of a position to get you on, unfortunately. He gets hit a little bit, but then they give him run support. It's just like, what do you want? He's been touched on the road one time this year, and that was at Seattle. Familiarity, division familiarity. That's it, guys. That's it. I mean, he's been stellar everywhere else. Absolutely fucking stellar. Out of division, dude, out of division, he's given up one fucking run out of division. Are you kidding me? He's given up one run out of division on the road, and that was to the Yankees. Oh, you have 3 here. He's got 4 out of. Dude, this guy's fucking ridiculous. I mean, he is absolutely ridiculous. Listen, I can't get you anything here, but honestly, probably a Houston-Seattle moneyline parlay is probably a winner today if you're going to play that game. I can't see that's plus 119. I don't see much fucking that up, to be honest. If you want to go F5 instead, fine. Baltimore can get frisky at times. Yes, we know. They're not going to get frisky against Verlander. It's just not happening. Chicago White Sox, anti-sweep, division anti-sweep, strong position, very strong. I know the Guardians are playing amazing baseball. I know. Lance Lynn, we talked about how well he's pitching, and he gave it up. Cueto's been pitching great all year. Johnny Cueto has been pitching fantastic all fucking season long. 7-8, 3.09 ERA. I don't care what his record says. I understand that. Last outing at Oakland, he got rocked a little bit, got beat up by Arizona. He has these off nights that kill his ERA. Cubs, and it's against these bad teams. He steps up, though, and performs really good against good teams. I mean, Houston, Dodgers, 7-0 Houston, 6-3 Dodgers. 7 innings, 3 runs, Cleveland. I mean, at Cleveland, 8.2 scoreless. He pitches Seattle 6-1. He pitches really well. And if you guys notice a trend here, when he has a bad outing, he doesn't cluster him. He bounces back significantly. Like even this 12th hit here, and he came and managed the next game quite nicely. His whip's reflective of his ERA. It's fine. 7, then 1. 5. What was his other bad one here? 5-3. He bounces back. He bounces back well enough. So yeah, he bounces back nicely. He really does. I think you got to buy Chicago on the anti-sweep, and that's it. And last game, guys, I'm not talking about Dodgers in Arizona. Zach Gallen's on the mound, under. Look at the under, I guess. I don't know. And I'm so sick of talking about Dodgers. I'm not going to talk about it. It's another pass for me. So, but yeah, guys, that kind of breaks down baseball as a whole. Let's go over the card real quick. We'll record the football show separately here in a little bit. Rangers look like a good play to me. Twins on the anti-sweep look like the position. Rockies on the anti-sweep. Mariners on an anti-sweep. Also the over. The over looks good. There's a lot of strong points pointing us to the over. You probably get away with the run line. Cardinals, dog. Chicago Cubs and Pittsburgh. I mean, I think the over is actually a pretty decent look. Mitch Keller's whip is at a point where it's not sustainable to his ERA ratio. Milwaukee Brewers, Reds, I'm going to pass. There's a lot that can go wrong here. F5 over in the Blue Jays Rays. Philadelphia and Atlanta. I'm going to look at the over here as well. Two guys that give up. F5 over in the Red Sox Yankees. Italian over. Houston Astros. Parlay them with the. You probably get away with the parlay straight up with the Mariners. So right there. Chicago White Sox money line. And then a pass on the Dodgers. So. A lot of good looks in baseball today. I'll get them posted. We'll get the football show recorded here soon. Don't place any bets until you hear it. There's some good stuff going on in football today. I'm Cowboy. I'm out. Trying to just go 1-0 every play.